Apologize if you can hear Mariah the scientist in the background playing Is It a Crime to Love? But that's where we're at right now. So, long story short, I decided to come on here, right, and do a love reading, which I don't usually do. I suspect that it's going to probably try to cut itself off, mostly because that's just what love does. That's the way love goes, right? As soon as it starts to become real, you cut it off or do something extraordinarily stupid that like messes it up. And hopefully it's really the other party, but nobody's playing the blame game. We're just looking at the facts. Here comes Mariah the scientist burning blue, playing in the background. I don't know why, but I feel like in terms of love, there's someone that's just not, they're reserved. They're not going to open up to you for one reason or another. And you kind of just have to be okay with that. You can, I'm hearing someone say try again later. Uh, Maybe you just need to give it time. Maybe not. Maybe someone's really dying with the scenario. It's almost like someone sees something as criminal and just listening to the music. It's like they see you as having really wronged them. Okay. You failed some type of test romantically, and I feel new energy coming in. It's like whatever happened in the past happened. Okay. If you want to keep rehashing it, you're gonna do that by yourself. From here on out. Yeah, the compromise here is that you don't really need to go over it again. You're clear on what happened. You're not confused. You're not befuddled. Um, Damn, Mariah is just blowing in the background. That's all I can tell you. I don't know why I'm hearing Wind at the Willow. It's almost like someone is becoming an icon right now. Someone is catching the eye of someone else. Someone is the devil. I'm not gonna lie, the devil has the eye of the town right now. I actually wanted to do this reading for a specific reason. I will be directing my reading towards specifically the company Apple, your Adam's apple, right? Atomic love. It's an atom and an Eve. It's a cation and an anion. It's a neutron. It's Jimmy Neutron, right? If you don't understand where that originates from, you could never understand where it's going, which is why the testing doesn't do anything. This is the Queen of Chalices, Queen of Cups coming out. Seduction doesn't work on people who are already fully awake. Yeah, here's the wheel in reverse. X in reverse. Like they're not gonna slave for you. They're not interested in being a love slave. Okay. Yeah, I get that a whole bunch of women were like swooning over the idea of Grey's Anatomy. Um, McDreamy, right? And then there was McSteamy, and then there was Gray, who had to earn it on the weekend. Go. This is the Seven of Pentacles. Someone's not even looking back at that. They literally are not, like, whatever slavery they were in, they're not interested in resubscribing to that. You try to sell it to them any old way. Yeah, it's the Five of Wands right here. They're defending themselves. They're not going back. They're here's the Eight of Chalices. Yeah, this is what I mean. They're not walking away unfulfilled emotionally. They're emotionally fulfilled. Can you tell me what's significant about the apple? The voice, the Adam's apple, the love expression. Oh, someone didn't want to say I love you to someone's face. Someone couldn't say it. It's almost like if you have a father or a parental figure who just cannot get it out of their mouth. I love you. Sometimes it makes you wonder, is something going to happen to them? Right. Two of Wands in the reverse, where they have no choice. Say what you need to say. Do what you need to do. Yeah. Get off your shoulders. Here's the Knave of Wands in the reverse. That's what I mean. You're not going to have a choice eventually if you don't say something now. There's a lot of silence. Swords, Six of Swords in the reverse. Nothing is moving. There's no communication in terms of love. This is either because I kind of just blanked out, honestly. I feel like someone just had no regard, just did not think about the other person for a minute. Or it's been a long time since you've seen this person, witnessed them, viewed them. And I think you're just like, I ended it for a reason. Yeah, there's invention, right? This invention goes on top of the Queen of Chalices and the Tower. There's something about like emotional, something happened. Something happened emotionally that was a tower moment for somebody. And I don't think it was in the way, I think someone literally stopped thinking about someone else. And it isn't to hurt them. It could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. It wasn't to hurt them, it was to preserve self. Yeah, that's a gift. Okay. This gift is coming out on top of the wheel in reverse. So it's actually fortunate that you did not go forward with this person, or you just fortunately recognized something before it died. You know what I mean? Like, you can be in denial about it, but someone keeps trying to tell you that the sky is blue. And you're like, no, actually it's black. But because of the ozone layer, you perceive it as being blue. Because the water in the ocean is blue, right? So you keep that's the business you keep pushing. You want someone to see the physical body of the ocean as blue. You will argue until the whales come home, okay? You think herding cats is difficult? Try herding whales, okay? That's what this is. It's your physical body calling to itself the likeness. And it cannot be somebody blood related. It would have to be somebody who could diversify your portfolio genetically. It's a physical requirement going forward. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is what I mean. Like your physical body right here. This is the Ace of Pentacles. Look at this. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. You need to find somebody that is a equally yoked match. It doesn't matter about anything else, just intellectually. There's 10 of Wands in reverse. There will be no problems once you find somebody who can be equally yoked with you mentally, but that's going to be outside your discipline. It's going to be somebody maybe that your family links you up with. Yeah, you're not gonna get a lot of sleep until that happens. It's survival of the fittest. Your family knows you best. This is what arranged marriage means. It means that rather than you having a marriage that you chose, that you're being set up with somebody who meets the qualifications of the family business. It's a very big business. This is equivalent to being the queen of a castle, right? Someone tries to get rid of you and you come back 3 times stronger, but also 3 times more aware of how vigilant you must remain. One more card. I put this back together again. Like Humpty Dumpty, okay? Tell me what I need to know about this phone. What about phone interactions? Knight of Chalices. Yeah, you're going to be really appealing to somebody over the phone. Ace of Wands. Somebody's going to find you very, very attractive, appealing, pleasing to the eye. You're the apple of someone's eye, is what I'm hearing. I don't think this is in a conventional way. People would be shocked to know to what degree this big business actually goes. Um, Bette Midler had a movie called Big Business where she's like a twin and she gets swapped. So she's actually in the opposite family from the one that she's supposed to be in for her entire life. You can go watch it if you want to, but this is an epiphany. Someone's going to have to realize that their big business is kind of over. You can't just go around switching things, people, places, scenarios. Some of the scariest, most dangerous birds are magpies and crows. I think they're called sparklings. They take their eggs, put them in someone else's nest, and then fly away like nothing happened. All their eggs in one basket, right? It's like you have an only fans or a plan that does not include the children, which is the future. A plan that is more so directed at yourself, where you're self-absorbed to the point where you're no longer available for other people to feed off of. HBO Max had a very interesting TV show called The Feed. If that's the bag for you, which is The Feed, you're going to be looking for it. That's this epiphany. There's going to be the death of this luxury to have a giver, a source, an origin for narcissistic supply. That's coming to an end. Apple is going to make sure of it. Oh my God, all these cards want to fall out at one time. Let me just put them all back and shuffle for real. See what comes out. Okay, a card fell on the floor just now. I can see it from here. It's the princess climbing the ladder. There's the rest. All you're going to do by trying to hide things from people, I'm almost hearing like disclosure, right? Trying not to disclose things to people is literally going to make them want to climb the ladder or understand more. They want more information the more you resist them. So if you give them the information freely, they become deceitful, which is lying, because they're going to say that they came up with the information first. That's the truth. They will never look back and be like, you know what? We're the victors. So we wrote history the way we wanted to write history rather than truthfully writing history the way we almost lost. In fact, they reproduced with twice as many of our women as we were able to kill of their men, which means that women win. Who cares if it's their children? They're going to grow up with our belief system, suffering our plight. I just literally caught this between my thighs. It's grace. You've been shown grace because when you conceive a child in rape, I don't know why this is coming out in a love read, but it's something to do with like there's a very thin line between love and hate. And if you're not willing to investigate it, wow, the victory will never be yours. Quite literally. That's the truth. Truthful victory. I'm hearing there's a line in the sand, and once you step across that line, we're done here. I don't want to go on a long walk on the beach with you anymore. I prefer my own company at that point. There's a death to the rest of what we could have realized together as we built something. That's on the iPhone box. Over here is victory, truth, and grace. In that order. Someone has disgraced not only themselves but their family. They don't know how to commit. They don't know how to wait patiently. It's a maiden in waiting, right? Or a bridesmaid. You're cleaning up after your girlfriends until you get married, and then they clean up after you. It's what bridesmaids do. In terms of love, there's something here with this Ace of Wands. You may have started pursuing someone that you just saw from far off at this point. You are going to conceive a child named Grace. Congratulations to whoever that is. Kudos to you. Um, yeah. Had to kiss a lot of frogs to get there. But that goes on the Ace of Wands over here. Like I said, you may have a daughter who, it's like Tiana and the Frog, basically. Okay. You're creating something of a memory. That's the entire bag. This graceful truth that you're trying to express to somebody. That's it. That's all you can offer. That's the rest. That's the epiphany. There's the iPhone. There's the death. There's the frog and the princess. If you need another kiss, I don't know what to tell you. Here's graceful truth and intuition right there underneath all of it. You knew this. If you know, you know. Yeah, you're. Mm-hmm. You attract more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. Okay. She was all up in that box just now. I'm going to tell you what's in this box. Oh, wait a minute. I just did. Do you know the difference between a katydid and a cicada? A sequita? A sequita. It's like circadian rhythms. They only are born like every so often. It's like every leap year. There's a circadian rhythm. So if you want to open Pandora's box and you think you have the right moon cycle, probably just wait until the red one, because they don't all look the same. You see these two bubbles coming together? Three. These three bubbles. One, two, three. No, three bubbles coming together. We don't all bubble the same. We don't click the same. We don't exist the same way. Ma'am, move. Ma'am, thank you. So I'm trying to say, there's a time and a place for everything. Sometimes you need to wait just a little bit. Wait just a little bit. This new life, I told you someone's pregnant. This is a collective love reading. You'll have to figure out for yourself who exactly that is. Bye bye. Bye bye.